Going on, y'all, man? Another video, man. I'm checking in with the people, man. Again, today, man, we're gonna touch on. I want to talk about the Boston Celtics, how they're playing at an unbelievable level. Without minus Kyrie Irving, Al Horford, lost a lot of major pieces. I want to compare the Celtics to Kyrie Irving, and his decision to move on. So let's just get right into it. But before we get right into it, I want you to hit that like button, that subscribe button. Let me know you liking the videos and all my real rights that's rocking with me. I want y'all to definitely, donate to this channel. The link will be in the description box below this video. Just hit the button, you feel me? And it'll also be in the comment section. I make all that very accessible for you, support, also check out the merchandise store at pexoticshop.com. That'll be in the link in the description box below this video as well. So let's just get right into it. I'm sitting back just looking at the standings in the Eastern Conference. I see Kyrie Irving, he's not even in the playoff picture right now with the Brooklyn Nets, but I do see them still squeezing into the playoffs. But just as of right now, at like the first part of the season, early steps of the season, a little less than 15 games, into the season, I'm definitely seeing how Kemba Walker is getting his feet under him in Boston. Him going into a winning program, and he's actually excelling at, and the players around them are really gelling with him, doing what they should have been doing last year, but, it ran into a lot of roadblocks and just they came up short, for whatever reason. So I want to touch on what are y'all thoughts, on the Kemba Walker versus Kyrie Irving comparison. Why is that team performing better now that Kyrie is no longer present? What seems to be the issue? What do you think? I'll just state mine. It seems like Kyrie Irving was just more of too much of a dominant personality, for that team. Everybody wasn't able to spread their wings, and it pretty much derailed the team's success. I'm a fan of the Celtics. I'm not even a fan of the Celtics. I'm a fan of Kemba Walker. I like Kemba Walker. I support him. I respect him. That's New York City. You feel me? Kyrie Irving is Jersey. And they're still, they right up the block. It's just it's crazy. I see right now, obviously the Brooklyn Nets, they're missing arguably the best player in the NBA. One of the best, and Kevin Durant. So you knew they was gonna stumble. So I don't know if you should look too deep into it or what, but still, Kyrie Irving last year, D'Angelo Russell took the Nets to the playoffs. So it's only right Kyrie Irving to seal a deal and do that, and get them to the playoffs. There's no way they should not miss the playoffs. They should miss the playoffs. You got DeAndre Jordan there. They just signed Shumpert, to help with the bleeding because they got off to a rocky start. Like I said, they're not even in the playoff picture in the East. Not the West, the East. They're not even in the playoff picture. So that's definitely something to monitor with Boston. I don't know. I mean, with the Nets, I don't know what's going on. Is it the coaching staff? I like those dudes over there. I like Kenny Atkinson. I like the Nets. That's Brooklyn. I ain't got no malicious intent towards Brooklyn. Brooklyn and the New York thing is not really like. I'm a Knicks fan. So it's not really like a Clipper Laker situation. New York, real true New Yorkers know. When Brooklyn came, they had the hard fitteds. Everybody was trying to get one of them Brooklyn fitteds. Shout out to Jay-Z, man, and all that. If the Nets, let's see what happens, man. But I'm not jumping ship. They should have went to the Knicks though, but we'll save that for another situation. What y'all the Boston Celtics, they re-signed Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum seems like he's taking that next step, and he's able to really take that next step with Kemba Walker, not as ball dominant as Kyrie Irving is. Kemba Walker is ball dominant, but not as much as a Kyrie Irving is, He will spread it around, people can eat, people are going to be able to eat with him, so players should be more happy, and that's what you're seeing. You're seeing that with the team. You're definitely seeing that with the squad. Excuse me. So just hit this like button. Let me know what's your thoughts, man. I can't say that enough, man. Get in the comment section. I want this interactive, man. It's not, don't just hear me speaking in the comment section, man. I'm showing love, man. I want to communicate with the people, man. Good, bad, and ugly. I want all of that, So I don't want just good praise and comments. I want somebody to tell me I'm stupid, I don't know what I'm talking about, and we could go from there. It's all good. I'm inviting all everything. I want all the energy. Pause. So it's interesting to see. I don't see any of these two teams as title contenders. Not the Celtics either. I see that they are overachieving. I believe they are overachieving. I believe they're doing more. I believe the Miami Heat are overachieving. We'll save that for another video, but I'm just saying certain teams that are overachieving, I'm not sure if this is them, Can the Celtics beat the Sixers in the playoff series? Can the Celtics beat Milwaukee? I believe that's yet to be seen. We're gonna have to see it. I'm gonna have to see it to believe it. They missing a lot of pieces there. Al Horford ain't walking through that door. They lost a lot of pieces. Horford was a major component to that squad. Then they got Enes Kanter to replace him. So I'm not really sure how that's gonna work itself out. But let's see what happens. Like I said, I've been on the record that I believe that the Sixers are going to be in the finals. Let's see what happens. I'm not a Sixers fan. I'm just putting on like my NBA thinking cap, trying to take some emotion out of it. I think it is going to be Philadelphia 76ers versus the Los Angeles Clippers. When you start to really put your basketball cap on and really just take a real good look through a lens, that's what I see. I see that being a major possibility, so I'm not sure if the Celtics, they got Gordon Hayward. He broke his hand. They're really going to struggle now without Hayward. I believe the way Hayward was going, that trajectory, that, being 2 years removed from that injury, that was nasty. First game of the season up in Cleveland. It seemed like he just now was getting back to all-star level. And then to break his hand, I know it's not as devastating as the broken leg situation, but it's still a setback, especially for a guy who coming off a major injury. So let's monitor how he comes back from the broken hand. His shots, he was perfect from mid-range one game. I think he hit 20 straight field goals, so that's huge, pause. So that'd be big for them coming playoff time. It all depends on how Hayward comes back, and if the Celtics ever decide to make a trade, you should make a big deal. It don't even have to be nothing too crazy. You can give up Marcus Smart. Of course not Jaylen Brown or Tatum or none of them like that, but Kemba, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. It seems like the untouchables there, so if the Celtics ever decide to want to make a trade to really solidify them as a heavyweight, that's something they need to think about. But I do feel that in the playoff series they will run into trouble. As for the Nets, I believe they rolling the dice until Kevin Durant comes back, which I don't believe he should come back this season, but let's see. They're underachieving. The Nets should be much better than they are right now. They were last year. Karis LeVert, he just had an injury, but they just got Shumpert in there. So it's up to Kyrie Irving to be a leader. This is what Kyrie wanted. You know, you wanted your own show, but look what's happening. You know, they can't not make the playoffs. That's ridiculous. You know, that'll be all for that'll be it, man. I just wanted to touch on the comparison to how the Celtics are improved, you know, compared to last year with Kyrie Irving. Even though I believe Kyrie is a better player than Kemba Walker, but it's just you know how that go. But definitely hit that like button, definitely hit that subscribe button. Keep rocking with me, man. And on my real rate, subscribe to this channel. You know, and support the channel, man, so we could do big things out here, man. Let's get my subscribers up, man. Let's pass a milestone. You know, let's get to 50 subs, man. Let's get those 50 subs tonight. Let's make history and let's get to 50 subs. If I get 10, everybody just hit the subscribe button for me, man. You know, let's see what happens, man. Enjoy the content and keep rocking with me. And I'm gonna bring it for you, man. Pause. You know, hold it down.